Hare Krishna, everybody. Hari Bol, Nri Hari Prabhu, Kishore Krishna Prabhu, Shubhananda Prabhu, and let's see, and Vidya Lala Sadidi, and anybody else who's watching there on YouTube and Facebook. Dhanavad pranams. Kishore Prabhu, would you like to lead us in Jai Dwani?
Sure.
Okay.
Jai Sabrika Shishi Guru Gauranga Gana Haribya Girid Hari Radha Vinod Bihari Radha Nainath Radha Raman Bihari Radha Madhava Shishi Mahaprabhu Radha Damodar Jiv Ki Jai Sri Govind Govinath Madan Mahan Jiv Ki Jai Jai Natyalela Pravishtam Vishnupar Paramaham Savri Vrajagachari Varya Astotrashta Shishiman Bhakti Vigyan Shalabh Bharati Gosvāmī Guru Mahārāja Ki Jai Jai Natyalela Pravishtam Vishnupar Paramaham Savri Vrajagachari Varya Astotrashta Shishiman Bhaktivedanta Shalanarayan Gosvāmī Mahārāja Parit Pavan Gurudev Ki Jai Jai Natyalela Pravishtam Vishnupar Stotrashta Shishiman Bhakti Balab Tirtha Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai Jai Natyalela Pravishtam Vishnupar Stotrashta Shishiman Bhaktivedanta Shalavāman Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai Jai Natyalela Pravishtam Vishnupar Stotrashta Shishiman Bhaktivedanta Shalatravikram Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai Jai Natyalela Pravishtam Vishnupar Stotrashta Shishiman Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai Jai Natyalela Pravishtam Vishnupar Stotrashta Shishiman Bhakti Rakshak Shridhar Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai Jai Natyalela Pravishtam Vishnupar Stotrashta Shishiman Bhaktivedanta Swami Gosvāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Prabhupāda Ki Jai Jai Natyalela Pravishtam Vishnupar Stotrashta Shishiman Bhakti Dait Madhav Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai Jai Natyalela Pravishtam Vishnupar Stotrashta Shishiman Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Param Gurudev Char Keshari Ki Jai शुभ तिरुभावतिथि जगत गुरु कृति-ratna अष्टोत्तरशत शिशिमार ओम विष्णुपाद शिल भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोस्वामी महाराज परम गुरुदेव की जय जय नत्यलीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रशत शिशिमार जगत गुरु श्री वृषभाना विदयित दास शिल भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय स्वाभिकार शिल प्रभुपाद सरस्वती ठाकुर की जय महाभगवत शिल गौर किशोर दास भवशी महाशय की जय सप्तम गोस्वामी शिल सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर महाशय की जय वैष्णव सर्वोम शिल जगन्नाथ स्वामी महाशय की जय श्री भगवत गुरु परंपरा की जय श्री रूपानुग गौरिया गुरुवर्ग की जय हे रूप हे सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ शर गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय प्रेम श्री नामचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जय श्री स्वरूप दामोदर यमुनंद अदि गौर प्रसाद वृंद की जय प्रेम से गो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री नवदीप धाम की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ कवि कवि गौ गिरि गोविंद शब्दवनात्मा श्री ब्रज मंडो धाम की जय श्री रारकुंड श्याम गंग सगिया मनस की तुलसी भक्ति देव की जय श्रीमती वृंद देव की जय श्रीमती पूर्णमासी देवी की जय श्री गोपेश्वर श्री महादेव की जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलिदेव सुभद्रा सुदर्शन चक्र नीलमाधव जीव की जय श्री जगन्नाथ परिधाम की जय श्रीपला लक्ष्मींद्र सिंह देव की जय श्री छरि राम छरि संप्रदाय छरिचार की जय आक्रमतरा श्री चैतन्य मार की जय श्री गौरी मार वृंद की जय रंतरा श्री मार भगवताम भगवदगीता चैतन्य चरितामृत चैतन्य भगवत जैव धर्म आदि सर्व गौरी वैष्णव ग्रंथ वृंद की जय त्रिभुवन मंगल श्री हरि राम प्रभु की जय त्रिभुवन मंगल श्री हरि राम संकीर्तन धर्म की जय त्रिभुवन मंगल धन्य कलि तर्क ब्रह्म श्री हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे महामंत्र की जय श्री अनंत कुरी वैष्णव वृंद की जय श्री समकट गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री दमदार व्रत की जय श्री उज्जर व्रत की जय जयेश्वरी ब्रजेश्वरी वृषभान नंदिनी श्रीमती राधिका महारानी की जय बोलो वृषभान नंदिनी श्रीमती राधा रानी ठाकुरानी की जय श्री मुरारी गुप्त शुभ तिरुभाव तिथि की जय श्री बजरंगबली हनुमान श्री मुरारी गुप्त की जय जय परम गुरुदेव श्री श्रीमान भक्ति प्रज्ञान शिल केशव गोस्वामी महाराज शुभ तिरुभाव तिथि की जय शिल परम गुरुदेव की जय श्री शरद रास पूर्णिमा की जय श्री श्री राधा दमदार जीव की जय श्री सचिनानंद गौर हरि की जय निताय गौर प्रमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।
Haribol, everybody. Thank you for that, Kishore. Jai Shri Sachinandan Bodhari ki jai, jai Shri Param Gurudev ki jai. Yes, so we will continue on with our reading from this beautiful book, Kṛti-ratna, which is comprised of articles by our Param Gurudev Śrīla Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja, and also the letters written by him, many letters written by him, as well as words of tribute from his godbrothers and from his aunt and godsister, Sarasvatī Devi. And also the last part of the book is homages or offerings from Śrīla Bhaktivedanta Vāman Gosvāmī Mahārāja, Śrīla Bhaktivedanta Trivikram Gosvāmī Mahārāja, and lastly our Śrīla Gurudev, Śrīla Bhaktivedanta Nārayan Gosvāmī Mahārāja. So I'll share my screen, and then we can begin. I haven't chosen what we'll read or anything like that. So if you let me know if there's any particular part of this book that you want me to read. Otherwise, I'll just choose something else myself. Haribol, Raseshwari Mataji, and Pradyumna Prabhu, and Mantaramurti Mataji, and everybody else. Haribol. Oh, did I mention Papatarani Mataji? Haribol. Okay, so sharing the screen. There. So Acharya Kṛti-ratna, jewel among Guru-sevaks, published by the inspiration of Nityalila Pravishta Vishnupad Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Gosvāmī Mahārāja, by Raise of the Harmonist team. Am I sharing my screen? Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so yesterday we read this Viraha Mangalya, an invocation in separation. This one, a true experience of separation, I made a good quality recording of it on the Vine of Devotion YouTube channel. Not my personal YouTube channel, but the Vine of Devotion YouTube channel. And also it's on vineofdevotion.com if you want to. This is an amazing article. It's the kind of article that you have to read over and over again. We actually read from it during our japa program this morning. Then we read Pangs of Separation from a Disciple. And there's that beautiful quote. Yes, there's a beautiful quote in this. Anyways, maybe we can look through that when we go through this. Okay, and then Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Tatvashtakam. We should sing that, definitely. Maybe we should do that at the end, though. We can end with Radha Vinod Bihari Tatvashtakam. Then we read a bunch of letters by Param Gurudev. And I think tomorrow we can read more. We were just going through reading, many different letters. And now we come to the third part of the book, Words of Tribute from Disciples of Srimad Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Thakur Prabhupāda. So the first three are from our Śrīla Prabhupāda, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupāda. And then there's the Pushpanjali by Śrīla Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosvāmī Mahārāja. And also, who else? Śrīla Bhakti Kumud Santa Gosvāmī Mahārāja. That's a very beautiful offering. And then one of his godbrothers, I think it's Turiya Shrami Mahārāja or something. And then there's this very long poem. I think it's like 270 verses written by Param Gurudev's aunt and godsister, Sarasvatī Devi. It's a glimpse of his early life and pilgrimages. It's so beautiful. I sent it out on the Gaudiya Kirtan mailing list. I sent out a part of it because it was too long to send the whole thing. But maybe we can sing that also, not the whole thing. And then words of tribute from disciples. So these offerings here, I don't think we'll have time to read it today, but maybe we can read it tomorrow. The offerings from Śrīla Trivikram Gosvāmī Mahārāja, from Śrīla Vāman Gosvāmī Mahārāja, from Śrīla Gurudev. Yeah. So where do we begin? Maybe let's begin with Śrīla Prabhupāda's Some Opinions on Sri Gaudiya Patrika. And you'll see that this letter that Śrīla Prabhupada wrote here, he wrote it for the Gaudiya Patrika. They published it in the second issue. you see how much Srila Prabhupada was inspired by this Viraha Mangalya, which we read yesterday, an invocation and separation for the first issue of Gaudiya Patrika. It was so intense. Oh my God, like one of the most intense things ever, about his separation from Srila Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Thakur, and especially Srila Narahari Seva Vigraha Prabhu. So then Srila Prabhupada also expresses his similar separation, his separation. I want to just read this one quote that we went through yesterday. Let's see, if I type in the word Paramartha, I think it'll come up. Paramartha. Okay, I love this quote. We read this yesterday. Even if a sadhak suffers, even if a sadhak suffers from every sort of fault, Guru Nishta alone is capable of granting him entrance into the kingdom of Paramartha, the greatest wealth, Prem. In the absence of Guru Nishta, however, all good qualities combined cannot help a sadhak reach the realm of Paramartha. As such, Guru Nishta is the cornerstone in the attainment of divine love for Krishna. Okay, and I'm just, we already read this whole thing and I'm not going to read it over again, but since what Srila Prabhupada wrote is so much based on this, I just want to look at a few different parts. So for the editorial for the inaugural issue of Sri Gaudiya Patrika, Srila Bhakti-Vedanta Keśava Gosvāmī, he said, today, amidst profuse joy and elation, all that has been awakening within me are the pangs of grief. Although I have been trying to conceal these painful emotions within my heart, my heavy sighs betray me, revealing my pain to the outside world. That burden's breath tumbles and heaves restlessly and has now become the sounds of words. These words are the very form of weeping. Still, I believe only when these concealed pain, one second, I just need to give, we're doing a feast here and they need some money for the feast. Yeah, we're putting on a program here this morning. It's going to be a first time we've ever done anything like that here. Okay. Oh, Haribo Rup Charan Prabhu and Shubhananda Prabhu. I already said Shubhananda Prabhu. Okay. So still, I believe that only when this concealed pain of separation is professed and exposed will it subside even slightly. But even bearing this in mind today, as I set out to write, the torment I feel by not being able to see Shishi Gurupad Parma or Thakur Srila Narahari Seva Vigraha Prabhu, who is devoted solely to serving him, to serving Srila Prabhupada, mingles with my pen, causing it to falter at every step and proceed so slowly across the page. So he goes on to glorify Narahari Seva Vigraha Prabhu and Srila Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Thakur, and this is such a heart-melting, heavy invocation for the beginning of the first issue of Gaudiya Patrika. I'll just read this last paragraph. Yeah, let's read this last paragraph. O Naraharida, you are known to everyone as Thakur Mahashai. Just by uttering your beautiful, most auspicious name, we are all reminded of the constancy with which you performed your service. You personally embody Srila Prabhupada's beloved Sri Chaitanya Mat. As long as we were in your company, we felt as if we were truly living in Sri Chaitanya Mat. You have shown the way to ideal service through your unperturbed and supremely blissful self, your Akrodha Paramananda Sarup. And striving for that ideal, has become the sole aim of Sri Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti. Please see me as I try to serve your beloved Sri Gaudiya Patrika and shower your kind grace upon me. And if I ever commit any offense, please reprimand me. Just as there is want of exemplary personalities to reprimand me when I make mistakes in my services, there is similarly a dearth of those who will express great joy when they see my small efforts to serve and encourage me congruously. O Srila Thakur Mahashaya, O Srila Prabhupada, the two of you are the sole captains of my spiritual life. Even though you both remain forever immersed in the bliss of your most exalted services within the apical realm of the spiritual domain, please remember this fallen wretch and bestow your profuse blessings upon me. Again and again, I beg you, please bestow blessings upon me. Please bestow profuse blessings upon me. Today, this prayer, full of anguish, is my only supplication at your lotus-like feet. O Srila Prabhupada, you called your beloved magazines Vaikuntha Vartavaha, carriers of the Vaikuntha message. They carried all the divine messages that your predecessor acharyas transmitted to you in this mortal world. Today, please convey a message to me from your supremely exalted place within the spiritual world, so that I can publish it and make the name Vaikuntha Vartavaha successful for the magazine I now begin. Translated from Sri Gaudiya Patrika, Year 1, Issue 1, Gaura Purnima, 14 March 1949. Okay, so those are some excerpts from that Viraha Mangalya, it's called. And now we will hear Srila Prabhupada, our Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada's his response to that, and which was also published in the next edition of Gaudiya Patrika. Condolences. It's right here. Hare Krishna, Raj Bhuvan Yadav ji. Okay. Excerpts from some opinions on Sri Gaudiya Patrika by the revered Sri Yuta Abhay Charanade, editor of Back to Godhead magazine. So this is when Srila Prabhupada was still a householder. Here's a little introduction. Sometime after the disappearance of Srila Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Thakur Prabhupada in 1936, the weekly periodical Gaudiya and other publications he established discontinued. In 1949, Srila Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja re-established Gaudiya, now as a monthly periodical under the name Sri Gaudiya Patrika, and sent the first issue to all those sheltered at his lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. After receiving it, Sri Abhay Charanade, later known as Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Mahārāja, Srila Prabhupada, he wrote Srila Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja a letter expressing his appreciation. The editors of Sri Gaudiya Patrika presented it, along with the appreciations of others, in the magazine's second issue, naming the column Some Opinions on Sri Gaudiya Patrika. Okay, so he wrote, Pujapad Keśava Mahārāja, please accept my prostrated obeisances. Yesterday, I became extremely pleased to receive the Sri Gaudiya Patrika you sent me. Although the Patrika, the magazine, is of medium size, its cover is beautiful, and its paper and printing are also good. Very few printing mistakes are seen, and it can be considered negligible, or almost nil. By this, it seems that the magazine has been perfectly supervised. Your comprehensive and extensive preaching efforts always attract my heart. That you always think of me befits the high benevolence continuing from your previous ashram as a brahmachari. I am so unfortunate, however, that I am unable to render any service to you. Therefore, out of the goodness of your heart, please forgive my offenses and shortcomings. You very much encouraged me when I first printed my Back to Godhead magazine. Even though you were extremely busy, you blessed me with your foot dust by visiting me in my deplorable condition as a householder. He went and visited him at his home. We are wholly indebted to you for having inspired us to remember Shripad Naraharida in the very first article of your Sri Gaudiya Patrika, what we were just reading from. The affectionate, caring, and sweet behavior of Shripad Naraharida will remain forever illuminated in my heart. The pangs of separation from him are in no way any less than the pangs of separation from Srila Prabhupada. The articles in Sri Gaudiya Patrika are placed in proper order. You have done well by starting with an article on Srila Baladev Vijibhushan. Publishing the life sketch of our previous acharyas one by one in the magazine will be extremely beneficial for our sampradaya. I saw a proposal that your magazine also present articles in other languages besides Bengali. By the order of Srila Prabhupada, I started Back to Godhead magazine to put forward discussions in the English language. When you print articles in your magazine in English, please bless me by accepting a little service from me. I have written many articles and essays in English, and I can send them at your convenience. Shri Abhay Charande, number 6, Sitakanta Banerjee Lane, Hatakola, Kolkata, 17 March 1949. And that appeared in Sri Gaudiya Patrika, Year 1, Issue 2, the second issue. But yeah, I think it's really important for all devotees to know who this Narahari Seva Vigraha Prabhu is, who Srila Bhakti-Vedanta Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja was feeling so much separation, who Srila Prabhupada said, the affectionate, caring, and sweet behavior of Shripad Naraharida will remain forever illuminated in my heart. And Srila Prabhupada said, the pangs of separation from him are in no way any less than the pangs of separation from Srila Prabhupada. So who is this personality? And there are, if we get time to read Srila Bhakti Kumud Santa Gosai Maharaj's offering, he writes a lot about Narahari Seva Vigraha Prabhu. We can read there. He was the mother of the Gaudiya Math. Okay, but first we will read the condolence speech, an unedited transcription by Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So this is Srila Prabhupada's condolence speech in Seattle, Washington, USA, 21 October 1968. One has to accept the renounced order from another person who is in the renounced order. So I never thought that I shall accept this renounced order of life. In my family life, when I was in the midst of my wife and children, sometimes I was dreaming, my spiritual master, that he's calling me, and I was following him. When my dream was over, I was thinking, I was a little horrified. Oh, Guru Mahārāja wants me to become a sannyasi. How can I accept sannyas? At that time, I was feeling not very satisfaction that I have to give up my family and have to become a mendicant. At that time, it was a horrible feeling. Sometimes I was thinking, no, I cannot take sannyas. But again, I saw the same dream. So in this way, I was fortunate. My Guru Mahārāja, and at this point in the audio, you can hear Srila Prabhupada begins to cry, his voice choked. He said, my Guru Mahārāja pulled me out from this material life. I have not lost anything. He was so kind upon me I have gained. I have left 3 children. I have now got 300 children. So I am not a loser. This is material conception. We think that we shall be loser by accepting Krishna. Nobody is loser. I say from my practical experience. I was thinking that how can I accept this renounced order of life? I cannot accept so much trouble. But I retired from my family life. I was sitting alone in Vrindavan, writing books. So this, my godbrother, he insisted me. Bhakti-vedanta Prabhu. This title was given in my family life. It was offered to me by the Vaishnava society. So he insisted me. Not he insisted me. Practically, my spiritual master insisted me through him that you accept. Because without accepting the renounced order of life, nobody can become a preacher. So he wanted me to become a preacher. So he forced me through this godbrother. You accept. So unwillingly, I accepted. And then I remembered that he wanted me to go to the Western country. So I am feeling now very much obliged to this godbrother, that he carried me out the wish of my spirit, that he carried out the wish of my spiritual master and forced me to accept this sannyas order. So this godbrother, His Holiness Keśava Mahārāja, is no more. He has entered Krishna's abode. So I wish to pass a resolution of bereavement and send them. And I've composed one verse also in this connection in Sanskrit. So you all present, you sign this. I shall send it tomorrow. The verse I have composed, it is in Sanskrit. Vairagya vidya nija bhakti yogam. This Krishna consciousness is Vairagya vidya. Vairagya vidya means to become detestful to this material world. That is called Vairagya vidya. And that is possible simply by this bhakti yoga. Vairagya vidya nija bhakti yogam. Apayayam mam. So this, just like medicine. The child is afraid of taking medicine. That also I have experienced. In my childhood, when I became ill, I was very stubborn. I won't accept any medicine. So my mother used to force medicine within my mouth with a spoon. I was so obstinate. So anyway, similarly, I did not want to accept the sannyas order, but this godbrother forced me. You must. Apayayan mam. He forcefully made me to drink this medicine. Anabhipsu andham. Why was I unwilling? Anabhipsu means unwilling. Andham. Andham means one who is blind, one who cannot see his future. The spiritual life is the brightest future, but the materialists cannot see it. The materialists cannot see to it. You see? But the Vaishnavas, the spiritual master, they say, you drink this medicine. You see, apayayan mam anabhipsu andham, Shri Keśava Bhakti Prajñāna nama. So this is my godbrother. His name is Keśava, Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava, Kripam Buddhi. So he did this favor upon me because he was an ocean of mercy. So we offer our obeisances to Vaishnav, Kripam Buddhi, Panchakalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhya evacha. The Vaishnavas, the representatives of the Lord, they are so kind. They bring the ocean of mercy for distributing to the suffering humanity. Kripam buddhiryas tam ahang prapadye. So I am offering my respectful obeisances unto His Holiness, because he forcefully made me adopt this sannyas order. So he is no more in this world. He has entered Krishna's abode. so I am offering my respectful obeisances along with my disciples. On the first day of my sannyas, I never thought, but I remembered that I will have to speak in English. So I remember on that sannyas day, when there was a reception, first of all, I spoke in English. So it is all arrangement of Krishna, higher authority. We are writing like this. We're writing like this. And then now he's quoting what he's writing. Resolved that we, the undersigned members of the devotees of International Society of Krishna Consciousness Incorporated, in a condolence meeting under the presidency of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti-vedanta Swami, today, the 21st of October, 1968, at our Seattle branch, express our profound bereavement on hearing the passing of His Divine Grace, Om Vishnupad Shishrimad Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja, the Sannyas Guru, preceptor of our spiritual master. And on October 6, 1968, at his headquarter residence in Navadvip, West Bengal, we offer our respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of Shri Srimad Bhakti B.P. Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja, with the following verse composed on this occasion by our spiritual master. This verse, and now Srila Prabhupada says, this verse I've already explained to you. So I wish that you all sign this, and I'll send it tomorrow by airmail. Have you got a pencil? Girl, yes. And then there's a sound of Srila Prabhupada signing, and then that's the end of the recording. So that's from the database archive. Okay, now we will read what that letter was that he signed. Just looking at the comments. Oh, and that girl, Kishore Krishna was just mentioning that girl that he was speaking to was, who said yes, is Govinda Dasi. Neat. Letter of condolence by Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Mahārāja. Shishi Guru Gorango Jayataha. Okay, so Seattle, Washington, USA, 22 October 1968. Okay, so this is the letter that he wrote. I offer my humble prostrated obeisance at the lotus feet of all the Vaishnavas. Shripad Trivikram Mahārāja. Yesterday, I was heartbroken to receive your letter dated 12 October. How did Pujapad Mahārāja disappear so suddenly? I want to know. I have had a very long-standing intimate relationship with Srila Keśava Mahārāja. When I used to visit Sri Dham Mayapur, Shripad Narahari Dada and Shripad Vinod Dada were very affectionate to me, and I loved them so much. At around the same time in Kolkata, I was very close with the senior Tirtha Mahārāja, Professor Nishikanta Sanyal, and Vasudev Prabhu. Later on, I used to visit freely with Shripad Sridhar Mahārāja, as if we were the closest of family members. Except for Shripad Sridhar Mahārāja, all of the above-mentioned Vaishnavas have gradually disappeared. Our time is also imminent. The longer we have the opportunity to serve Srila Prabhupada, the better. I have a very close connection with the Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti. You, and particularly Shripad Vaman Mahārāja, are well aware of the fact that I was one of the Samiti's 3 founders. We conceived the idea of forming Sri Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti at Boshpara Lane, Kolkata, even before Srila Mahārāja accepted sannyas. Within a few days of forming the Samiti, Sri Narothamananda Brahmachari, presently Sri Tridandi Swami Sri Srimad Bhakti Kamal Madhusudan Mahārāja, separated himself from the Samiti, and Shripad Vaman Mahārāja, who was then a Brahmachari, visited our home at Sita Kanta Banerjee Lane, to make me the chief editor of the Bengali magazine Śrī Gaudiya Patrika. Carrying the order of Śrīla Mahārāja on my head, I began to regularly write articles for the Gaudiya Patrika. And many of those articles have been translated. In every issue of the Rays of the Harmonist, we would put one new article that Śrīla Prabhupada wrote for the Gaudiya Patrika in Bengali. And Srivas has also been translating these articles and posting them on his website, bigdrum.us, if you ever want to see them. Śrīla Mahārāja greatly appreciated whatever I wrote. Thereafter, I was also appointed the chief editor of the Hindi magazine, Śrī Bhagavat Patrika, wherein many of my articles were published. Later, I could not submit articles due to lack of time. Now I have become a resident of foreign lands and have to travel 20,000 miles every year. The greatest compassion of Srila Keśava Mahārāja was to make me a sannyasi. I had vowed that I would never accept sannyas, but Śrīla Mahārāja gave it to me by force. He would certainly have been most delighted to see the success of my preaching today. Last year, I visited him in Kolkata along with my disciples, and though he was bedridden, he was very pleased to receive us. I have complete confidence that both in his manifest presence and after his disappearance, he is very pleased to see my widespread preaching of the message of Sriman Mahaprabhu in Western countries like America, Canada, England, Germany, and Hawaii, Honolulu, which is situated in the Pacific Ocean, as well as Eastern countries like Japan, Tokyo, and so on. I was a staunch Griha Medhi, family man. From time to time, Śrīla Prabhupada used to come to me in dreams and call me to renounce family life and come along with him. The dreams would frighten me and make me think that I had to accept sannyas. I had not the slightest desire to take sannyas, but on the repeated insistence of Sripad Narayan Maharaj, Srila Keśava, my Guru would always talk about this, but now Śrīla Prabhupada, this is proof that, directly from Śrīla Prabhupada also, not just, he said, I had not the slightest desire to take sannyas, but on the repeated insistence of Sripad Narayan Maharaj, Śrīla Keśava Maharaj bestowed boundless mercy upon this unwilling and blind person by forcibly giving me the renounced order. It seems that this desire of Śrīla Prabhupada's was transmitted into his heart, and it was in this way that my sannyas was accomplished. I am eternally indebted to Śrīla Keśava Maharaj. Therefore, immediately after receiving your letter, I organized a Viraha Sabha, a festival of separation at the Seattle temple to honor his disappearance. I am sending the condolence resolution of the meeting along with this letter. Kindly accept it as our humble offering of love and respect, our Shraddhanjali. In my other centers, and the list is enclosed, particularly London, Hamburg, Germany, and Honolulu, Hawaii, I have given the instruction to arrange a Viraha Sabha. You will be glad to know that the American youths and young married couples have formed 3 Sankirtan parties under my guidance. One such party is currently traveling to all the cities in America, and I also am with this party. The second party of 6 devotees is performing kirtan at different places in London. The Indians living there are amazed to see them. Those Indians have given up their homeland and have come all the way. They have come all the way to the Western worlds to become big sahibs. And sahib is like one aspiring to be a Westerner, big, But the Americans are performing Harinam Sankirtan. Now these Americans, people are coming from, the Indians are coming to America to try to be like the Westerners, big sahibs. But the Americans are the ones now performing Harinam Sankirtan. Somehow the preaching work is progressing beautifully. I am interested to know what kind of constitution you are forming. You will receive my full support in this regard, as I am a man of constructive ideas. I do not favor destructive policies. He wrote those words in English. constructive ideas and destructive policies. It was the desire of Srila Prabhupada and Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur that Americans perform kirtan in Sri Dham Mayapur, and that opportunity has now come. Unfortunately, there are those who are in fact intruding on Mayapur by considering it to be their personal property. These days, others are restricted from visiting that place. Srila Keśava Mahārāja used to deal with these Guru Tyagis. Guru Tyagi is a person who gives up their Guru, and these Guru Bhogis, those who try to enjoy the property of their Guru. He used to deal with these Guru Tyagis and Guru Bhogis with sword in hand. Last year, he mentioned that he would arrange 5 acres of land for me in Sri Dham Mayapur. You were present at that time. If you help me in this matter, I intend to make an ashram in Mayapur. American boys and girls can visit and stay there and receive proper training. If we establish cooperation and work together, the task of preaching can be splendidly conducted. Therefore, I'm eager to know the details of your constitution. I am going to Montreal tomorrow. From there, I will go to Santa Fe, New Mexico, and then to Los Angeles. I am sending the addresses of our various centers along with this letter. We are executing a plan to build New Vrindavan on 300 acres of land. Kindly reply to the Los Angeles Hollywood address, as I will be staying 3 days in Montreal, 7 days in Santa Fe, and almost 1 month in Los Angeles. Prithivite ache jata nagaradi gram, sarvatra prachara hoibe mora nam. From Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 4:126. My holy name will be broadcast in every town and village of this earth planet. You should create a constitution based on this prediction, such that the task of preaching will spread powerfully throughout the world. I hope your bhajan is going on nicely. Your obedient servant, Sri Bhaktisiddhānta Swami. P.S. If you have any nice photograph of Srila Mahārāja, then kindly send it to me. I will get a life-size oil painting made of it, and along with a picture of Srila Prabhupāda, I will place it in my prominent centers, particularly New York, Hollywood, London, and so forth. Translated from Sri Bhagavat Patrika, Year 14, Issue 8, 1968. Wow, so Srila Prabhupada wanted to have a life-size oil painting of Srila Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja in all his prominent centers. Okay, so now we come to the next article. Subha, Chandrasekhar বলেছে ও চন্দ্রশেখর আসতে পারবে না। তার স্ত্রী মানে এখন বিমার আছে। কিন্তু বাকি সব আসবে। Okay. A younger godbrother's expression of distress and separation. Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. This article is so beautiful, but it's also very, very long. So maybe we can just read parts of it, not read the entire thing. Otherwise, I'm not even sure if we'd have enough time to read it. If we, I need to finish on time today because I need to start preparing for the program that we're doing here. Yeah, it's all these devotees are coming and it's Subhal's cooking everything alone and there's a lot to do. We're gonna, anyways, whatever. Okay. Shri Gopinath Gaudiya Ishodhyana, Shri Mayapur Nadia, 26/10/1988. Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. Okay. This is a humble submission by a fallen soul, a servant of the lotus feet of the most worshipable Nitya Lila Pravishta Tridandi Goswami Shri Srimad Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Goswami Mahārāja on the commemoration of his disappearance day. Pujipad Mahārāja. Okay, so he's addressing this to Pujapad Mahārāja. Although today we commemorate your disappearance, you are eternally absorbed in service to our most worshipful Sri Gurupad Padma, as you are his intimate associate. You have concealed yourself from our vision, yet you have manifested your eternal pastimes at your dearest place, Sri Dham Navadvip Mayapur. There, at Sri Chaitanya Mat, you are overwhelmed in the bliss of eternal service to Paramaradhya Sri Śrīla Prabhupāda. This place is the birthplace of Sriman Mahaprabhu and is non-different from Sri Vrindavan. Your most beloved godbrother and friend, Sri Śrīla Naraharida, is also there as your prominent assistant in the eternal service of Śrīla Prabhupāda. Both of you blessed this fallen younger godbrother with your affection at the beginning of his life, and he receives the opportunity to serve the lotus feet of Śrīla Prabhupāda under the guidance of your lotus feet for 3 long years. In those days, you opened up the inexhaustible storehouse of your affection and profusely encouraged your unqualified fallen brother in seva. I thought then that I would pass my whole life in Sri Dham Mayapur, bound by your affection and in service to Śrīla Prabhupāda. But as fate would have it, I ended up living in Kolkata for such a long time, first at Sri Gaudiya Math in Bagh Bazar, and later, after the disappearance pastime of Śrīla Prabhupāda, at the Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math established by our godbrother, Nityalila Pravishta Shishimad Bhakti Dayit Madhav Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Now, in the last part of my life, I have once again come to Sri Dham Mayapur, to Sri Gopinath Gaudiya Math, Ishodhyan, and have been staying here for the last 8 months. Unfortunately, here too, I am passing my time in great distress, being devoid of the association of genuine Vaishnavas, well versed in the art of bhajan. Therefore, afflicted with grief, I am praying today at your lotus feet. O Adosha Darshi Vaishnav Thakur, please do not forget your unfortunate younger brother. Despite not having been manifest, please always shower the nectar of your affection upon him, just as you used to. At Katwa, when you accepted the sacred garb of Tridandi Sannyas from Nityalila Pravishta Parama Pujapad Tridandi Yati Shishimad Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswāmī Mahārāja, this fallen one was also present there. I think that by the desire of Pujapad Sridhar Mahārāja, I lit the sacrificial fire. During your manifest pastimes, I occasionally had the good fortune to have your association at places like Sri Devananda Gaudiya Math in Navadvip, Chunchura Math, and Kolkata. Today, I have become completely helpless. I entered the 91st year of my life last October on the 15th, 1988. I am now rather incapacitated and cannot willfully go from one place to another to have the association of Shuddha Bhaktas, and I feel myself cheated of such fortune. In this state, please protect the spiritual life of this fallen younger godbrother, even though you remain hidden from sight, by nourishing him with the stream of the nectar of your affection. Today, my heartfelt solicitation at your lotus feet is this. O best of those Vaishnavas who do not see the faults of others, by your own magnanimous qualities, please rectify all my known and unknown faults and discrepancies, and bestow upon me the eligibility to engage in devotional service to Sri Śrīla Prabhupāda. This is my sole submission at your lotus feet on this auspicious occasion of your disappearance day. Servant of the Vaishnavas, Sri Bhakti Pramod Puri. That was written for the Gaudiya Patrika, year 41, issue 4, published by Reza the Harmonist in number 9, Sri Gadadhar Tattva, winter 2001. Okay, so this wasn't the article I was thinking of. There's another article that you wrote. His all-encompassing seva. That's the one. This one's very long. Yeah. Maybe let's not read this one just so that we can get, I mean, this is so beautiful, but
Can we read? Can we read Śrīla Turiya Gosvāmī Mahārāja to your Sharami?
Oh yeah,
Gosvāmī Mahārāja.
Yeah, we can read that one. That will come after Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta Gosvāmī Mahārāja, I think. Right? Let's read Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta Gosvāmī Mahārāja's one because that one's so beautiful, and then we'll read Turiya Gosvāmī Mahārāja. He talks about the magazine, right? I think he also sent a letter, like Śrīla Prabhupāda did. He also wrote a letter. For that one, we need to see what he's referring to, though, because he's describing all the different. He gives like he writes a little song describing all the different signs on the Gaudiya Patrika. So I'll try to find that picture. But now we'll read A Lowly Servant's Grief-Stricken Offering by Shishimad Bhakti Kumud Santa Gosai Maharaj. I just sent out oops, I lost my spot. How come it's not letting me? Let me try this. Yeah, it's not letting me. There. Okay. Yeah, so we've been reading about Srila Bhakti Kumud Santa Gosai Maharaj recently in our reading of A Life of Devotion. And I posted a couple things by Srila Bhakti Kumud Santa Gosai Maharaj about his relationship with Param Gurudev and Narahari Seva Vigraha on vineofdevotion.com. You can find them there if you like. But yeah, he was only 11 years old when he joined the Math. So he was just a child, along with Srila Vaman Gosai Maharaj. Srila Vaman Gosai Maharaj was 9 years old, and he joined a bit later. But yeah, they were. Respected readers, today, on the supremely sanctified occasion of the 100th anniversary of the appearance of Param Pujapad Nitya Lila Pravishta Shri Srimad Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja, I have been instructed to glorify him in terms of his many qualities. In order to purify myself, I will only relate whatever I have personally perceived and experienced of his life and character, and nothing else. I was fortunate to have received the full shelter of Srila Gurudev's, Srila Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Thakur Prabhupāda's lotus feet at the age of 11. At that time, I was living in the rented Kolkata Math at number 1 Ultadanga Junction Road and studying at primary school. Later, I stayed in the Math in Mayapur and studied Harinama Mritya Vyakaran. At the time, the present Acharya of Sri Gauri-Vedanta Samiti, Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Mahārāja, was my classmate. I thought there was a big age difference between them. Maybe they were still in the same class, though, even they're different ages. We lived together, studying, serving, and so on. Since then, I had the good fortune to be extremely close to Param Pujapad Shri Srimad Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Vinoda and Naraharida's ideal character, Guru Nishta, Guru Seva, and Bhajan. In those days, all the residents of the Math affectionately addressed him as Vinoda. I also called him Vinoda. He had not yet taken sannyas. As the property manager in Sri Dham Mayapur, he took full charge of overseeing the estate. He was rather a debonair and would ride a horse to tend to estate affairs. Vinoda naturally commanded so much authority that we were somewhat intimidated by the very sight of him. Although he was a brahmachari, all the sannyasis and senior godbrothers treated him with particular respect. We hear the time of when Srila Bhakti Rakshak Srila Gosai Maharaj went to Sri Dham Mayapur and he saw Param Gurudev under a jackfruit tree with his just deeply contemplating something with his feet up. And he saw sannyasis, and he's wearing white cloth then, just this white cloth devotee, and he was so absorbed, he wasn't aware of what was going on, but sannyasis were coming up to him and offering pranams to him. And he didn't see them because he had his eyes shut or something. But yeah, so all the sannyasis and senior godbrothers treated him with particular respect. At the time, Srila Prabhupada's dear servant, Pujapad Shripad Narahari Prabhu, looked after the Mat in Mayapur. He was, in a way, the mother of the Mat. We all addressed him as Prabhu. He had a very accommodating nature and cared for all the youngsters in the Mat with great affection. We therefore spoke with him openly and without inhibition. The grave and somber Vinoda and the simple and straightforward Narahari Prabhu made an astonishing transcendental combination. Together, they enlivened us all with their ideal character and their exemplary faith in Guru, service to Guru, and practice of bhajan. So much so that till today, we have not deviated from the realm of bhajan. Theirs was a great friendship. Shripad Naraharida was always loudly chanting the names of Hari throughout the day, wherever he went, busy with various. Do you want to see a picture of Naraharida just so that you can picture what he looks like? I mean, you can. I'm just gonna share. Let's see. Maybe I can open it with. 1 second. Let me just open. I'm just opening up Chrome. 1 second, I'm just opening up another browser and then we can see a picture. Nara Hari Seva Vigraha. Let's see. There's a picture of Nara Hari Seva Vigraha. See, there he is. It's not a very high-res photo, but anyways, you get the idea. Okay, there he is. Narahari Seva Vigraha Prabhu. Okay, so Shripad Naraharida was always loudly chanting the names of Hari throughout the day, wherever he went, busy with various tasks in service to the Mat. But we did not know what he did at night. One evening, I woke up unexpectedly and I saw that he was wrapped in chanting japa of the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, in a gentle yet stricken tone. I then saw, to my surprise, that his shika was tied by a rope to a peg in the wall. I knew it was not appropriate to disturb his Harinam, so I went back to sleep. In the morning, I offered obeisances at his lotus feet with great sincerity and inquired, Prabhu, why do you have your sika tied to a peg in the wall last night while you were performing bhajan? He dismissed me affectionately, saying, go and study. You won't understand all this just yet. Then he continued, you see, I am busy all day with various services in the Mat, so I don't get any time to chant Harinam. At night, when chanting, I tie my shika to the peg in the wall so that laziness and sleep do not overcome me. Such was his astonishing conviction in performing sadhan and bhajan. Worshipful Vinoda was a very grave and munificent person, devoted to bhajan. From the very beginning, he was well versed in Vedanta and other scriptures. He would stun everyone with his philosophical views, which were replete with the conclusions of Bhakti, and with his irrefutable logic. You want to see more about Narahari Seva Vigraha? I like that time in the Mat. Let's see if I got some more things about him. Narahari Seva Vigraha Prabhu. Let's see, where did I put it? Can't actually remember where maybe it's here. One second, I'll find it. Man, I can't even find things on my own website. I think it's maybe Titikata. Yeah, here. I put this one, Shri Binod Bihari Prabhu's Santosh. That's Srila Vamana Goswami Maharaj. He's just a little boy. Let me just type in Naraharida. Narahari. Okay, there. Okay, so my Gurudev said that that Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti-siddhānta Keśava Goswami Maharaj, was like Srila Vamana Goswami Maharaj's father, and Shri Narahari Prabhu, known as the mother of the Gaudiya Mat, raised and nurtured him. Even if some of the boys wet their beds at night, Narahari Prabhu would clean it up. He would make sure they all got to bed on time, and then he would wake them up in the morning and bring them to Mangal Arati. He fed them and taught them how to read and write. He took care of everyone very lovingly. That is why there were so many people in the Mat back then. People will only be attracted to Guru if he gives them more love than they receive from their families and the rest of the world. Therefore, Guru has to be loving like this. Then he can attract everyone. There's Srila Vamana Goswami Maharaj when he was a little boy. He left home when he was 9 years old, so that must be just before he left home. He looks like a 9-year-old there. Then, yeah, there's another part. Anyways, let's continue with our reading. Okay, so Srila Bhakti Kumud Santa Goswami Maharaj. Haribo Ganga Mataji. His appearance in this world. Oh, there is a really nice story though. With let's just find this one story. So this is a memory from Sripad Bhaktivedanta Siddhanti Maharaj, not our Siddhanti Maharaj, but the Siddhanti Maharaj of Devananda Gaudiya Mat. So he said, an example of how to conquer the heart of Guru and Vaishnavas is seen in the life of Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Vamana Goswami Maharaj. Every day at midnight, Narahari Seva Vigraha Prabhu would awaken the Sevak Santosh from his sleep. And Srila Guru Maharaj's words, so Srila Vamana Goswami Maharaj would say, I would be quietly and gently shaken awake, and I'd understand that Narahari Prabhu had come. Immediately rising from bed, I'd put on a gamcha and follow behind him to the many toilets, one toilet after another. Narahari Prabhu would hold the torch, and I would take a broom and a bucket of water and clean each toilet. At that time, there was a latrine pit system. I used to empty the toilet pit filled from the previous day and throw all the stool to the designated place far away, cover it with dirt, and return. So he'd carry all the stool from all the toilets and then take it out and to a faraway place and then dump it out. Then, after taking bath, I would rest a little. This was my daily service, and I would do it before all the Vaishnavas arose. Then the special type of Guru-seva performed by Śrīla, and then the Siddhanti Maharaj says, the special type of Guru-seva performed by Śrīla Narottam Thakur was performed by our Guru Maharaj daily during the time he lived in Sri Chaitanya Mat. Yeah. All right. So Srila Bhakti Kumud Santa Goswami Maharaj again. Shripad Keśava Maharaj appeared in a village named Banaripada in the Barishal district of East Bengal, Bangladesh. Some devotees posted a picture of his birthplace recently on Facebook. We have been to his childhood home. He was born in a well-educated and aristocratic family. Even though I was a very small boy at the time, seeing the luxuries they had, I wondered how he could have suddenly left living in such an affluent home with his mother, father, friends, and relatives to enter the path of bhajan. He surrendered everything for the service of Srila Prabhupada. Our Guru Pad Parma, Srila Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Gosvāmī Thakur, had so much affection for him. And why wouldn't he? Worshipful Vinoda had completely submitted his body, mind, words, and very life, his everything, to Srila Prabhupada. There were times when he even gave up all concern for his own life and the service of his Guru. During Srila Prabhupada's manifest presence, Vinoda was always ready to serve. And even after the disappearance of Srila Prabhupada, he always endeavored to preserve the mats and preaching centers for Shuddha Bhakti established by his Guru. He also endeavored to preserve Srila Prabhupada's exemplary conduct and ideals. Though he met with a variety of obstacles and impediments in doing so, he never deviated from his duty. His firm conviction was that the lotus feet of his Gurudev were always on his head, providing him protection. On the strength of this confidence, he remained intent on the Manobhishta Seva of Srila Guru Pad Parma. He was afraid of nothing. He always spoke the unbiased truth fearlessly. He fulfilled Srila Prabhupada's inner heart's desires. After Srila Prabhupada entered Nitya-lila, all the daily, weekly, and monthly publications, namely Nadia Prakash, Sri Gaudiya, and Sri Bhagavat, stopped, along with the preaching of the Gaudiya Mat. Sripad Keśava Mahārāja enthusiastically began publishing the monthly Sri Gaudiya Patrika in Bengali and Sri Bhagavat Patrika in Hindi. Fearlessly, he preached Shuddha Bhakti in accordance with the conceptions of Srila Prabhupada all over India. To fully carry out this Manobhishta Seva of Srila Prabhupada, he first established Sri Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti in Kolkata. Next, he accepted sannyas in the town of Katwa from his godbrother, a Diksha and sannyas disciple of Srila Prabhupada, Param Pujapad Sri Srimad Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Mahārāja, by whose wish he established Sri Devananda Gaudiya Mat in Koladweep, in Navadweep town. So it's by Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj's wish that he established Devananda Gaudiya Mat. Around that time, in the midst of those grim circumstances, I too left the main mat to establish a mat in Keśava. I've been there, it's a really beautiful little mat. Mercifully, he set foot in that mat and fearlessly dismantled the false conclusions opposed to Shuddha Bhakti propounded by a certain bogus lineage and Apasampradaya. In that crowded assembly, there was no one who dared oppose his sound conclusions and logic. Everyone who heard his deliberations was struck with wonder. Due to his incomparable aptitude for preaching the message of Srila Prabhupada, he established preaching centers not only in Bengal, but all over India. Even at present, his followers, disciples, and grand disciples are preaching throughout India under the auspices of Sri Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti. They are propagating Shuddha Bhakti and Harinam all over the world and establishing preaching centers and mats everywhere. Seeing this brings me great joy. He possessed all the symptoms of a Sadguru as described in the scriptures. During Sripad Keśava Mahārāja's lifetime of preaching, I directly witnessed in him all the symptoms of an authentic spiritual master, a Sadguru, as described in the scriptures. Throughout his life, I never saw in him a single trace of the 6 enemies of lust, anger, greed, illusion, intoxication, or envy. Kanaka kamini pratishta bhagini chadiyache jare sheito vaishnu. One who has cast, that's from Srila Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Thakur, he wrote, one who casts off wealth, women, and a tigress of prestige, and who has given up all bodily attachment, is a Vaishnava. I have directly witnessed in my life how he exemplified these words. Many persons accept the dress of a sadhu or a sannyasi, yet they remain perpetually attached to wealth, women, and prestige. But I have never perceived even a trace of a scent of the desire for wealth, women, and prestige in Śrīla Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja's devotion-filled life. He did not come to this world to pose as a sadhu. Rather, he preached Shuddha Bhakti by his own devotional conduct. In this regard, he set an incomparable example. Today, in separation from him, we are experiencing anguish of heart. Leaving us, he is gone from this world to remain forever in the eternal pastimes, the Nitya Lila. In this age of Kali, a topmost Vaishnava guru like him is extremely rare. Sri Gurudev is the eternally perfected embodiment of the Lord's mercy. The fortune to associate with such a personality is not available to everyone. What does non-duplicitous service to Guru accomplish? Vaishnavera avedane Krishna doyamoy eheno pamar prati hoy ben sador. The Vaishnav's prayers invoke Krishna's compassion, such that he may favor this wretch. According to this scriptural statement, only by the mercy of the Guru can one attain eternal service at the lotus feet of Sri Bhagavan. There is no other way to obtain Sri Bhagavan. Srila Gurudev is the direct embodiment of Bhagavan's mercy potency. He descends to this material world by the Lord's will to deliver souls who are averse to Bhagavan and to bestow eternal service to the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Such an authentic Guru is obtained only by great good fortune. In this age of Kali, a topmost Vaishnava Guru like him is extremely rare. Glorification of him on the 100th anniversary of his appearance is beneficial for the self. Vaishnaver gunagan korile jiver tran. Glorifying the Vaishnava affects the salvation of the soul. We have heard from the mouths of Sadhu and Sri Gurudev that the soul gains deliverance by singing the glories of the Vaishnavas. To properly appreciate the occasion of his appearance, the non-duplicitous sadhak must endeavor to uphold the example he set. It is through examining his life that we can recognize the speciality of his appearance in this world. It is impossible to say how many Guru-sevakas have offered themselves at his lotus feet and are doing bhajan in Sri Gaura-dham or Sri Vrindavan-dham. The present Acharya of Sri Gaura-vedanta Samiti, Srimad Bhakti-vedanta Vaman Mahārāja, is also exuberantly spreading his teachings everywhere. In terms of succession, his ideal is exemplary. Presently, the recipient of his affection and mercy, Sri Narayan Mahārāja Ji, is preaching extensively throughout India and abroad as well. It is true to say that I have received the affection and mercy of Pujapad Srila Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja. However, today, on his 100th anniversary, as I look into my heart, it seems that I have not even come close to emulating his exalted example, nor have I completely or properly followed it. Be that as it may, he is compassionate and loving. On this sacred 100th anniversary of his appearance, I prostrate myself at his lotus feet and beg him to shower his merciful blessings on me, so that my life too will be filled with bhajan, and I will finally arrive at the lotus feet of Bhagavan. There is much to write about him, and there are many qualified and accomplished writers. I do not want to deprive them of space in the book by writing too much. In conclusion, I only wish to say that today, this fallen and lowly person considers himself fortunate to have had the opportunity to offer his fervent supplication at the lotus feet of Srila Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja. May he be merciful to me. I am now 84 years old. The time has come for me too to depart from this world. Thus, on this occasion, I offer my Puspanjali at his lotus feet and conclude my homage, praying for mercy, the fallen servant, Sri Bhaktisindhānta. This is published in Sri Bhagavat Patrika, year 41, issue 12, 1998. Wow, so 1998, yeah, that's the centennial year of Srila Bhakti and Keśava Goswami Maharaj's appearance. Srila Bhaktisindhānta Goswami Maharaj said that it's the time has now come for him to depart this world, but he stayed until 2016. That's when he entered Nitya Lila. I was there at his Samadhi festival. I think it's 2016. Yeah. Okay, so it is nearly 8:30. I have to end very soon, but this is a short thing, so we can read this. But we need the picture so that you can see what he's talking about. Anyhow, Patrika Prashasti, in praise of the Patrika. This is written by Srimad Bhaktisiddhānta Turyaswami Mahārāja. My prostrated obeisance, first of all, unto the lotus feet of Bhagavan's devotees. Keśava Mahārāja, in this new year, please accept my prostrated obeisances. Your ever new powers of creativity have written a new chapter for the field of preaching. Sriman Subodha informed me by letter of the wonderful arrangement you made during last year's parikrama. You are renowned everywhere. Who does not sing of your competence? Though you have no desire for prestige, it never stops following you. Though you are so glorious, and though receiving your merciful glance is rare for such an insignificant person as myself, I have easily obtained it. This is written in response to the first issue. Like Srila Prabhupada wrote as a response, this is Bhakti Swami's response. Okay, so now he's going to describe the cover and all the signs on the cover. I have Gaudiya Patrika, all the issues of Gaudiya Patrika on my computer. Maybe I'll find that. Let me just bring this up so that we can see what he's talking about. Resources, Grantha PDFs, in there. Yes, Bengali Granthas. No, Patrikas, it's in Patrikas. Sri Gaudiya Patrika. Okay, so let's see the cover of the first issue of Gaudiya Patrika. Open with preview. There it is. Okay. So this is the first ever issue of Gaudiya Patrika. This is what Srila Prabhupada was writing about also in that thing that we read at the beginning. Okay. One second. Maybe we can have this side by side. That'd be good, huh? Okay. There. Okay. I'm not going to read the Bengali, but this is all a poem. Paramaradya Prabhupada Patita Pavan Prachad Pate Pataker Durlabha Darshan. Oh, maybe I will read the Bengali. On the cover, the most worshipful Srila Prabhupada, the savior of the fallen, gives the readers a rare darshan of him. Jahara Smarane Sarva Vigna Vinashan Anayase Bhavakhoy Pai Premadan. Remembering him destroys all obstacles and easily brings our existence and ignorance to an end and enables attainment of the treasure of prem. Shiro Bhage Shri Sher Ayuda Shakal Kali Kalush Vinashite Dhore Sarva Bal. At the very top is Shri. See inside the wampers there? That's a Shri. At the very top is Shri, the lion, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who destroys the impurities of this age of Kali, commonly symbolized by an elephant, with his divine weapons, the tumultuous roar of Harinam Sankirtan. Parma Gada Shanka Chakre Patri Shushobhita Madhur Mridanga Anke Goriya Ankita. The magazine is adorned with the lotus, mace, conch shell, and disc. And the word Gaudiya is imprinted on the body of the sweet mridanga. In other words, it refers to the Brihad Mridanga or printing press, the sweet sound of which disseminates the kirtan of the Gaudiya conception throughout the world. Shiro deshe sarvashreshta bhagavater vani sampadaka sankete kenche hridoy khani. At the top of the page is the foremost message of Srimad Bhagavatam, which reveals the publisher's heartfelt intentions. Okay, let's see. I think this is on the first page of the book. Let's find it. Where is it? Oh, whoops. I have to go to this. Here it is. Okay. So here it is. At the top of the page, see right here, it says, Savai pungsam paro dharmo eto bhaktir adhokshaje. The translation of that is, the supreme dharma for human society is pure devotion to Adhokshaj, the transcendental person. This devotion must be free of ulterior motives and practiced constantly to completely satisfy the self. So at the top of the page is the foremost message of Srimad Bhagavatam, this verse, which reveals the publisher's heartfelt intentions. Bhagavane bhakti bina sava pandashram dui parshve dui charane vani sarvotam. At its base, on either side, like 2 feet, is the other sublime message of Srimad Bhagavatam, which teaches that all endeavors are futile without devotion unto Bhagavan. So right now he's referring to right here, the 2 feet on either side. So it's this one right here on the corner, like on this side. This says Dharma what is that? It says Dharma Svanushtita Pungsam Vishvaksena Katasuya. And then it has the second line of the verse here. Not padyed yati ratim shrama eva hi kevalam. The meaning of that is, if even after executing Varnashram Dharma precisely, a human being does not develop a taste in his heart for hearing and chanting the glories of Sri Bhagavan and Srimad Bhagavatam, his endeavor has been useless labor. Okay. Now, Aishwarya Audarya Madhuryer Udesh Mangala Charantar Hoy Samavesh. Its auspicious invocation addresses Bhagavan's majesty, his Aishwarya, his magnanimity, Audarya, and sweetness, Madhurya, creating the perfect synthesis of the 3. Kagaj Kali Chapadi Sarvanga Sundar Akharete Krishna Karunya Kore Nirantar. The paper, ink, and printing are gorgeous all around. Krishna's mercy, Krishna Karunya, is flowing incessantly from each and every letter. Dhanya Dhanya Karyadhaksha Brahmachari Var Bhaktyaloke Bhakti Mandapa Sada Shobhakar. Blessed are the brahmacharis tending to these tasks as they illuminate the pavilion of devotion, the Bhakti Mandap, with the light of devotion. And this has a double meaning here. So they illuminate the pavilion of devotion, Bhakti Mandap. So this refers to the Patrika's head editor is, his name is Sri Mahananda Brahmachari Bhaktyalok. That was his title, Bhaktyalok. And also the supervisor is Sri Krishna Karunya Brahmachari. His Bhakti Mandap is his title. So this has a double meaning. Right there it says Krishna Karunya. It's referring to Krishna Karunya Brahmachari. And yeah, you see the double meaning. Okay. Prabande nibande patri hoy susajita pratishtathar prajñāna kore vigoshita. This magazine is beautifully adorned with articles and essays that proclaim the founder's profound knowledge, Prajñāna, Bhakti Prajñāna. Pratipake patri jadi hana prakashita supta jiver lupta dharma hoy jagarita. If the magazine is published every fortnight, the dormant dharma of the sleeping souls will waken. Heno patri Heno patri patayacho anugraha kori Kṛtagyata sarupataha sada jeno smari. You kindly sent me this magazine. I will always remember this with gratitude. Vaishnav Dasavas Shri Bhakti Sambandha Turyashrami. Oh, this is from issue 4. So Srila Prabhupāda was published in issue 2, and this was published in issue 4. All right. Oh my God, we are over time, 4 minutes over time. So we will end here. And tomorrow we will read more from this book, Kṛti-ratna. I'd love to go through this, a glimpse of his early life and pilgrimages, written by Srimati Sarojavasini Devi. This is amazing. This one is so beautiful. And it's super long. If you go to vineofdevotion.com, you can see I give a link for an excerpt from this, but the whole thing is 270 verses. So it's like a full chapter from Chaitanya Charitamrita or Chaitanya Bhagavad. It's like that long. A long chapter even. Yeah. So anyways, if anybody wants to read this, it's you could also just see the first part. It's very, very beautiful, very heartfelt. And then, so maybe we can read from this tomorrow. We can read the glorifications from Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Trivikram Goswami Maharaj, and my Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. And then maybe if there's time, we can read some more letters. Yeah, because we read like just a section of the letters. Those are that was so interesting, those letters. So, and then we will begin our reading from Sri Damodarashtakam. Just checking the chat. Okay, Kishore Krishna said that Mahananda Prabhu later became Bhaktilok Paramahansa Goswami Maharaj. Okay, interesting. I had to, when they were making my beloved masters, I think it was Madhav Prabhu asked me if I could go to what is the mat called? The Bhaktilok Ashram is this tiny little Gaudiya mat. It's only like 2 people there, and he wanted me to try to find a picture of Bhaktilok Paramahansa Maharaj, which they used for my beloved masters. All right. Let's see who's there. Hare Krishna Vangsiwala Prabhu. Oh, Srila Bhakti Kumud Santa Goswami Maharaj left in 2012? Really? Wow. Oh yeah, that does sound actually more, yeah, that sounds right. Because I was it was 1 year after I was living in Jagannath Puri. And then we a group of us drove to Keśava. Yeah, I remember now. Okay. You know, his disappearance day, that's my TT, like the TT I was born on, was the day that he entered Nitya Lila. Okay. So we'll just do a quick kirtan because I need to start getting set up here for the program that we're going to be having. It's just in this place here, it's just me and Subal Saka Brahmachari. And now, just yesterday in the middle of the day, I thought, why don't we do a program here? Is this kind of like a spontaneous thing? And then we called a bunch of devotees, and we're expecting like 25 people or something. And we'll have a little program here. Subal Saka will be doing all the cooking by himself. And yeah, we're going to go do Sankalpa first at the Ganga, which is just nearby here. And then come back, do Kirtan, then Harikatha, offer Puspanjali, do Arati, and then Prasad, just a simple program. Okay. Hare Krishna. Maybe, I'm just thinking, maybe I should go live for some of the parts if anybody would like to join. Like, while we do Arati at least. I don't know. It's going to be such a simple program that it might not be worth it. Anyhow, okay, sorry. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Bhakti Prajñāna Śrīla Keśava Gosvāmī, Bhakti Prajñāna Śrīla Keśava Gosvāmī. Jaya Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī, Bhakti Prajñāna Śrīla Keśava Gosvāmī. Hare Jaya Swaparshara Śrīla Prabhupada, Swaparshara Śrīla Prabhupada. Jaya Guru-deva, 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 Jaya Guru-deva. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Yeah, and it would be nice to do another reading. Today's going to be a very busy day, so I can't guarantee anything, but possibly I might go live again at 5 p.m. and read more from this. Maybe we could sing. That would be nice to do, actually. As I could go live at 5 p.m. and then we could sing this song by Sarasvatī Devi. Just that. Just do the song since it's so long. And that could be another program. I'll see, though. I'm not making full guarantee. It depends how I'm feeling. I haven't chanted any rounds yet or anything. Won't get a chance, so we'll see. All right. Jai. Oh, and maybe I'll take pictures. Yeah. Okay. I'll see Kishore. Okay. Jai Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shishi Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai. Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju Ki Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupa Rashata Rashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosai Mahārāja Shila Gurudeva Ki Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupa Rashata Rashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Vamana Gosai Mahārāja Ki Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupa Rashata Rashata Shishimar Shila Bhakti Vedanta Trivikram Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai. All the followers of Srila Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai. Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupa Rashata Rashata Shishimar Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Mahārāja Srila Prabhupāda Ki Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupa Rashata Rashata Shishimar Srila Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja Srila Param Gurudeva Ki Jai. Jai. Srila Param Gurudeva Tiruvapiti Mahotsav Ki Jai. Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupa Rashata Rashata Shishimar Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Gosvāmī Prabhupāda Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Parikar Vrinda Ki Jai. Jai Shri Nitil Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Srila Gaur Kishoras Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Nitil Pravishta Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Nitil Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Anugaurya Guru Varga Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath. Shri Jeev Gopal Bhattadasa Gunath Shar Gosai Prabhu Ki Jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda Ki Jai. Namachay Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Kshetra Mandala Gaura Mandala Vraja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Sarva Abhishtabhradata Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kunda Ki Jai. Shri Yamuna Devi Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Jai. Shri Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya Ki Jai. Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Shri Kartik Vrat Urja Vrat Ki Jai. Damodar Vrat Ki Jai. Shri Yashoda Damodar Ki Jai. Shri Radha Damodar Ki Jai. Shri Raseshwari, Urjeshwari, Raseshwari, Shri Vrishabhanu Nandini, Srimati Radha Thakurani ki jai. Urja Vrat Palan Kari Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Sharadiya Rasa Yatra ki jai. Rasa Purnima ki jai. Jai Shri Murari Gupta ki jai. Tadiya Shubha Tirobhav Titi ki jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja Tirobhav Titi Mahotsav ki jai. Titi Palan Kari Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Kartik Vrat, Urja Vrat, Damodar Vrat, Urja Vrat Pratam Divas ki jai. Niyam Seva ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Shri Damodar Ashtakam ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo Vrindai Tulsidevai Priyai Keśava Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavataya Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Also we should sing Jaya Nila Premadhana and also the Radha Vinod Bihari Tatvashtakam and the Saroja Vasani Devi. So hopefully I'll be feeling up to it at 5 p.m. and go live again. But yeah, we'll see. Otherwise, I hope you're all having a wonderful celebration wherever you are. And oh my God, Rup Charan Prabhu, if you'd be able to. I had such a crazy day yesterday, and we decided to do this program so last minute, but I forgot to send you a message. Anyways. I hope you don't have anything else planned. Anybody in Navadvip or Mayapur, if you are able to come, please come. We're going to start a program here at 10 a.m. We're going to go for Sankalpa, do Sankalpa at the Ganga, and then come back and do our program. So 10 a.m. here. Awesome. Rupa Charan's coming. Great. All right. All right. So Dandavat Pranams, everybody. Let me see on YouTube and Facebook. Okay, there's here on Zoom, Nari Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Kishore Krishna Prabhu, Shubhananda Prabhu, Rup Charan Prabhu. And then on YouTube and Facebook, Vidya Lalasa Didi, Raseshwari Mataji, Prajumna Prabhu, Mantramurti Mataji, Champak Didi, Champak Mataji, Sudevi Didi, Raj Bhuvan Yadav Ji, Ganga Mataji, Vangsiwala Prabhu, and everybody else. I see there's other people watching also. So, Dandavat Pranams. Vangsiwala is asking, does this place have a name yet? No, because it's just me and one other brahmachari. It's really small, simple place. So yeah, it's not like an established mat. But we are getting a Singhasan very soon. I just gave an advance payment for it, and they're just polishing it, and we'll have it here very soon. And yeah, we'll do some, make some videos if possible, Kishore. Yes, I will try. All right. Dandavat Pranam, everybody. See you maybe at 5 p.m. or maybe tomorrow at this regular reading time. All right.
Jai Ho.
Hari Bol, Hari.
Happy birthday, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay,